Okay, so I've been taking piano lessons on and off, but once I noticed this really simple pattern, it completely changed the way that I make and see music. And with it, I've been able to make some of my most favorite tracks. And this is coming from someone who's still brand new to the piano. So I can easily say you don't need to know notes, scales, and you don't need any training. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but you can quickly learn this today, right now. So the real goal behind this video is to help you save some money, make some more music that you could be proud of, and if anything, help you better understand chord machines, kind of like the new Orchid that's recently been announced, or whatever plugins might be out there, which, to be honest, I'm probably gonna buy that Orchid thing. It looks pretty dope. As long as it ain't $600 or $700, I'm totally down, but maybe this little technique thing can hold off your next purchase for a bit. Okay, so let's start with the super simple method, which you have to know. Then we'll get to the dope, deep, jazzy chords. So I use what I call the 2-3 or the 3-2 method, and it's as simple as counting. So we'll pick any note. Let's just pick this one here. Then we're gonna leave 2 spaces between this and the next note, and then we're gonna leave 3. That's the 2-3, and this is a minor chord. Now let's do the inverse. Let's leave 3 spaces and then 2 spaces. This is a major chord. That's it. Here's the 2-3 and the 3-2. Let's do it again. We'll just pick this D here. So we'll go 2 and then 3. D minor, D major. It's simple, right? So now let's get a one-way ticket to Jazzville and make some dope, moody chords, which I love. And to all the super pro keyboard players out there, I am well aware that this sounds like a bunch of wrong words, but it's helped me so much, and I'm hoping to help the other non-pros out there that are very similar to me right now. So if you'd like to help us, please leave a comment to some of your favorite methods down below. We love learning new things. Okay, let's go to Jazzville. So let's just take that D, for example. Okay, so this is the 2-3, right? This is our D minor. We want to add our 7th chord, which is technically here, but the easy way to remember this, at least so far what I think, is 2-3, far from me. So instead of playing this, we're going to invert it and play it here. And by far from me, I mean leave at least 1 space from your root note. And if you do the 3-2, I say next to you. So we're right next to this note. 2-3, far from me. 3-2, next to you. Let's try it again. We'll try it with A. So we'll do a 2-3 here, right? 2 and then 3. 2-3, far from me. 3-2, next to you. Again, this is our root note, and we're just going either 1 away or right next to it. And you can see that these 2 fingers are the only ones that are moving, and they move in conjunction with another. So they either move up or they move down, move up or move down. It's rare that they would move in opposing directions. I mean, that's some super high level quantum mechanics when it comes to playing the keyboard. But for our purposes right now, we're just remembering when this finger moves up, this will also move up. And when it moves down, it moves down. And we can take this even further, because this is where things start to get really fun, is when you start exploring inversions even more. So one thing I like to do is take my root note that we played this A minor in, and I'll just play it in the bass. And I won't play it up here with these, but I'll still play my 7th. Right, this is cool. What else can we invert? What if we just took this and brought it back up here? Or what if we took this note and brought it down here? That's pretty nice. Or another fun option while inverting notes is I'll channel my inner Ryuichi Sakamoto, rest in peace, I miss that man so much, and I'll start taking notes out and seeing how I can still say the same thing with the least amount of notes. And if you're not familiar, Sakamoto was a true genius at crafting the most beautiful music with sometimes the simplest chords inverted across the keyboards. So let's get really wide. We'll pick a new note, we'll pick this G here, we'll do a 3-2 next to you. And we'll get wide, so we'll take the G down. We'll put this one up here on the top. And we'll even move this higher up. And we'll move this D down. Or let's try moving this up and playing the D here. What about this? Or even higher up. So as you can hear, it starts getting really wide and really airy and breathable, and you can kind of use this to your advantage when making music, either pushing things far apart and bringing it back together, almost kind of creating a breathing effect. Now, I also find this method particularly useful whenever I hear chords that I like, because you can reverse engineer the 2-3 or the 3-2 to help you figure out what chord you're playing. So check this out. We'll just play something completely random. So I'll just pick this note here. Pick notes that sound kind of good together. Sure, this sounds cool. What is this, right? So let's start inverting till we kind of find a 2-3 or a 3-2. I'm gonna take this and move it up here. Oh, that was easy. So look, we have a 3 and then a 2 here. And if you know what note this is, in this case it's a C sharp, you can see we got a 3-2, which is a major. If we wanted to make this a 7-3-2 next to you, listen to that. If we wanted to make it a minor, 2-3, far from me. Now, this doesn't always work, because sometimes you'll come across a weirder chord that's maybe like this. And you're like, okay, no matter what I invert, I can never get there, right? Well, you can see that we're pretty close. Right now, this is a 2-3, or this is a 3-2, right, with this chord, but I happen to be here. So what this is telling me that this is a suspended chord, and I might get this completely wrong, but I'm guessing that this is a D sharp sus2. Because if we were here, basically we're suspending our third note down. And this is getting way too nerdy. You don't need to figure any of this stuff out. And to be honest, this is where some training does come in handy, and that's mainly with figuring these kind of notes out and with recallability. So for example, if I play a chord that I like, I can write it down, and because I know my notes, like the root note is a C, then I can figure out the rest and then write down, like, you know, oh, this happens to be a major 7 or whatever. So I can kind of come up with these different chord progressions when I'm just noodling around at home, and then kind of use it as like a starting point or almost like a sample when I do start to make some music later on a different day. All right, my friend, hopefully you learned something here today. Thanks for spending some time with me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace. Let's see what this is all about. We have a C major 7, we have the C, and then an E and a B. Hell yeah, I'm down with that. A, C, G. And then a G, B, and a F sharp. Oh yeah, I'm so down